So I'm trying something new here with Substack. I'm going to test this out, but I'm going to tell you a story at the same time. About 10 years ago, a person used to antagonize virtually every post that I made on Facebook with regard to Christians understanding what the Torah is and returning back to the biblical world that the writers were in, so they had a better understanding of proper context. This is something I've been doing since 2007. He never let a post go by without jumping all over it, saying I was nuts. Come to find out, he is a former Catholic priest. And I found out that he lived pretty close to me. So I said, you know what? Why don't we meet? I'll buy you dinner. So we did. I said, bring your Bible. And we sat down at a table in a restaurant for about 4 hours. And by the time we got done, he was like, whoa, this is mind-blowing stuff. And a friendship was born that night. So his name is Michael. Well, he called me yesterday because about a year ago, I introduced him to the patches, the Lifeway patches. Now he's in his 80s. And I took him to another restaurant, we had lunch, and I put a patch on his neck in the place that they recommend. And by the time, I would say 5 or 6 minutes later, he didn't need his readers. He took his readers off and he was able to see the menu. Blew his mind. He was stunned. Well, he signed up as a brand partner and he is subsequently sharing this information with other people. And one of the other reasons I wanted him to learn about this was for him to earn some additional income, which he's doing now. Well, he called me yesterday and he said, Jeff, I want to thank you for those patches. He said, I was in a downward trend thinking my days on this earth were over. This is him talking. He said, but ever since you put that patch on my neck, my body is transforming. Everything about my life is different. Even my countenance. He shared a situation which would have put him over the top, frustrated him to no end. He said, but he was so calm. It was like nothing to him to have to deal with something which was unusual for him because he typically would get frustrated, had to do with his car. I'm like him. I don't work on cars. They drive me nuts. Anyway, his whole purpose in calling me was to say thank you for the patches. Now, this is a man who went from bullying me online to finding out that there was a wealth of information that he had never seen in biblical literature, to becoming one of my closest friends. And for that call yesterday, it warmed my heart because I also made a commitment to wear the Lifeway patches for 1 year. Very glad that I did. And so I'm going to post this on Substack. It's a technology, not a medicine. People need to understand that there are technological advances happening all over the globe, and particularly with the way we treat our bodies. Rather than manage the sickness, manage the illness, manage whatever's going on in your body, how would you like to figure out a way to possibly get rid of it and find peace? So I'm posting this on Substack. I'm Jeff. I do Roots and Revelation. Roots and Revelation means simply that let's go back and look at where we went wrong and let's try to correct it. So you guys have a great Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll be talking to you soon. Bye.